All right, I'm going to talk about the B word, budget. Nobody likes a budget. It sounds like you're limiting your spending. In my experience, most people that I have coached or clients that I have, when I ask them if they have a budget, they don't have one. So the question is, do you need a budget? And the short answer is no. As long as you're living below your means and you're saving money, you don't really need a budget. But I think there are advantages to having a budget, and so I'm going to talk about those first. I think the first advantage is a budget. The purpose of a budget is that you're going to tell your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. It also helps keep a mess from happening instead of trying to clean up the mess later. So those are really the two advantages of having a budget. But I think the key to a budget is keeping it as simple as possible. Now, for a lot of you out there that have budgets, you don't have to listen to this because I know you're probably a nerd like me and you like to have details on everything. But for you out there that, I don't want to have a budget, it's just too much work, I'm going to talk to you about a 5-line budget. There's only 5 items in this, and it's based on the 4 things that you can do with money, plus one other thing. And I want to call this the Live, Give, Grow, Owe, Blow budget. Those are the 5 lines. Now, the first one I'm going to talk about is give, because I think it should always be done first off the top. So let's say in your budget you tithe. So giving is 10%. So that's the first 10% that you put on the first line of the budget. Now, the next one is save. This is basically, a lot of people say pay yourself first. So let's say you're saving 15% for all the different goals that you have, retirement, maybe you're saving for your next vehicle or whatever it is, it adds up to 15%. So now you're up to 25% of your budget. The next line is owe. This is money that you know you're going to owe and have to pay that month. And that would include things like mortgage, your car payment, any other debt, credit card debt you have. And but it would also include things like utilities, because you know that you're going to owe money on your utilities each month. And you know about what this is. It will vary from month to month. But let's say this category is around 35% of your budget. The next category is live. And these are things like your groceries, transportation, gas for your car, childcare, clothes, all the things that you're going to need to spend money on each month. And let's say that this adds up to about 35% of your budget. Now, if I add that all up, if I did it right in my head, I'm up to 95%. That means I still have 5% less for the blow category, which is basically, you can spend that however you want. So there's your 5-line budget. Now, just don't forget that there's some items that only come up once or twice a year. Like maybe you pay insurance twice a year, once a year in your house, you have property taxes on your car and your house, and so on. Don't forget those, to include them in your monthly estimates, saving for those. Otherwise, you'll have a blown budget at the end of the year, and it'll take the fun out of the blow part of your budget.